Welcome to another edition of Arizona Living. Today we're going to talk about my true feelings about Ahwatukee. Stay tuned! Welcome to Arizona Living. For those of you finding me for the first time, please smash that like and subscribe button. My name is Sam. I'm your host. I've been living in Arizona for about 8 years. This show is all about a New Yorker's take on Arizona. I share the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? All the opinions you're going to hear are mine alone. This show should put a disclaimer, okay? It's live, uncensored, and there might be some explicit words here and there. All right, so now that I've done the introductions, let me tell you a little bit what you're gonna hear about, guys. Okay, someone by the name of Live With Chill Will wrote, I always wanted to know how it is in the Ahwatukee area. Okay, I've talked about Ahwatukee before. I've yet to do a city tour there, and that's on the list. Eventually I'm going to do it. So what do I know about Ahwatukee? All right, am I just talking out my ass here? No, I actually lived in Ahwatukee for about 6 months. Okay, when I originally moved to Arizona from New Jersey, I lived with my brother for 6 months. He gave me a very generous offer. He offered me to stay in one of his extra bedrooms in his condo, and I took him up on it. Lived there for about 6 months when I initially lived here. So I'm going to share with you my opinions of Ahwatukee. What's going on there, Ida Redbone Pewitt? So I'm about to just spew my feelings on Ahwatukee, okay? Ahwatukee is next door to Tempe, a little further away from Phoenix, okay? When I was interviewing, when I lived in Ahwatukee, traffic was still bad getting into Phoenix, even though geographically it's closer to Phoenix. What I feel about Ahwatukee, I call Ahwatukee Groundhog Day. Why do I call Ahwatukee Groundhog Day? Because no matter what direction you drive, 5 minutes, you're going to see the same damn stores. You're going to see a Target. You're going to see a Circle K. It's going to be very repetitive. Any direction, 5 minutes, you're going to see the same stores over and over. It's going to look identical. So that's why I like to call Ahwatukee Groundhog Day, okay? I don't know if anyone else feels that way except for me. Rick Allen, what's going on? Arizona Small Business Insider. What's up, Sam? Love the toque. That's right. It's called the toque, especially with the new 202 freeway opening up. Chip. Yeah. The 202 freeway, I've talked about this before. The southern part of it, they just finished. And it's a lot quicker now to drive from the west side to the east side. I assume that's what he's referring to with the 202 expansion. But so besides it being Groundhog Day, all right, it's kind of affluent. There's certain areas there by the foothills of Ahwatukee. That's where a lot of sports athletes, they live, but it's not the most affluent neighborhood in all of the Phoenix Valley. If you're looking for that, you're talking about Paradise Valley. That's where all the movers and shakers, all the Hollywood celebs, if they have a place here in the valley, it's there in over there where I just mentioned Paradise Valley, right? Yeah, see? Arizona Small Business Insider agrees. Is it raining? Mustang 640 HP. It was raining earlier. It's not raining right now, as far as I know, but it was raining earlier for sure. I wouldn't even call it rain. It was like a drizzle. It was hardly anything. But yeah, I did get to experience a little bit of rain. But yeah, that's my opinion on Ahwatukee. It's all right. It's all right. My brother really, really loves it there. And he's moved back and forth in and out of the toque, and he's currently living in the toque. But like I said, it could be expensive. There's one restaurant there, Cartoon Wife loves to go to, called Melting Pot, and it's freaking expensive as all hell. I don't like it. I've been there several times. I'm not a fan. You basically sit down, and you got to make sure you tell them up front you want the all you can eat, or else they give you a teeny little thing. You got to tell them up front you want the all you can eat. And yeah, it's just, it's like, what do you call that? With the chocolate, the fondue, it's all fondue. You go in, they give you the fondue with the freaking vegetables and whatnot, with cheese, and that's like the appetizer. Then you get the main thing with different meats, and you got to cook it yourself. They give you this bowl in the middle of the table that's being heated. It's kind of like soup. You dip your skewers in there with the meat. You got to cook it yourself. And then at the end, they give you, like the marshmallows and the fruits and whatnot with chocolate that you dip with your skewer. she thinks it's really nice. I think it's a big waste of money, be honest with you. I'm not the biggest fan of melting pot. That's just my opinion, you know. Okay, Ida Redbone Pewitt. Is it good place for singles? Yes, I recommend Ahwatukee if you do not have children, actually. I think it's a great place for singles. Like I said, I lived there for 6 months. Now, I met Cartoon Wife via Match.com, and at the time, she lived in Avondale. So I ended up relocating to Avondale with her, which is why I left my brother's condo. But it worked out for the best, because then he met somebody he eventually married. Rick Allen, not fond of fondue. I guess you're not fond of fondue? You're saying I'm not fond of fondue. I don't mind fondue. I don't want to spend a freaking fortune to eat fondue, you know? For that I go to, what's the name of that place? The Coral Corral, whatever the hell it's called. Golden Corral? Yeah, Golden Corral. They have fondue there too, and it's freaking buffet, all you can eat. I'm just not into the whole, melting pot thing. Cartoon Wife thinks it's all romantic. No. It's freaking expensive. I'm telling you guys, it's freaking expensive. I'm just not into it. But my opinion, Ahwatukee, it's okay. There's some high rollers there, especially the sports athletes. They call it the toque, and it's okay. I don't mind Ahwatukee. It's all right. It's more fluent. Zach, who I did a collaboration with, he lives there. It's all right. It's okay. I got nothing really bad to say about Ahwatukee. There's this one Greek place. I used to live on the corner of 48th and Elliott, and there's this one Greek place there. Whoo, let me tell you, it's like liquid Drano. I would eat at that Greek place. It go right through me, if you know what I mean. Right through me. I know, TMI. Arizona Business Insider. If you have kids, the school district that serves the toque is pretty good. Yeah, I've heard good things about the school district over there. What's going on there, Naomi? So, that's basically all I had to say about the toque, and a couple other people had some questions here. One being from Argento777. He wrote, "Hey, big dog, any Boricuas girls out there? Be careful what you wish for." Yes, there's some Boricuas out here. My brother ended up meeting a Boricua, and for those of you that don't know what the hell I'm trying to pronounce here, it means a Puerto Rican girl, someone whose heritage is from Puerto Rico. So, a Puerto Rican girl, okay? Boricua is a nickname, basically. And, my family heritage is from Puerto Rico, even though my 14th grandfather is indeed Christopher Columbus. Yes, I am Puerto Rican, New York Rican, I believe they're called, New Rican. Originally from New York, New Jersey, Puerto Rican, I moved to Arizona. So for those of you that are new to the channel, see, I'm trying to cater to people that are brand new seeing me for the very first time, okay? Please smash that like button. That like button helps big time. I don't care if you subscribe. Just smash that like button if you enjoy this show. That really helps me tremendously. So what else do I have to say here? Oh, so Argento777, regarding the ladies here. Yes, there's tons of ladies here. I can't tell you what percentage of them are Boricua, Puerto Rican descent, but they are out here. But be careful what you wish for, because some of them are freaking crazy, okay? Just warning you right off the bat. Loca. And I gotta be careful what I say here. So I got a couple things to share with you. First, right off the bat, talking about ZonieCon 2020. Okay, I had someone who said they were coming, and now they changed their RSVP to a no. So currently, guys, I got one confirmed RSVP yes, and I got two maybes. This is not looking good for ZonieCon 2020. It's really not. I know I should be mad. It's not looking good. If things do not improve, if people do not, and there's a link in the description, if people do not start registering for ZonieCon 2020, I really don't want to have to cancel it, but I don't want to waste the A-team's time because they're going to open up the cafe special. They're not normally open up for Saturdays, so maybe we'll just do it somewhere else. And if the A-team wants to join, fine. But, maybe we'll just go somewhere else. I went to a pretty cool place today in Gilbert. What the hell is it called? Fuzzy Taco. Yeah, I went to the Fuzzy Taco in Gilbert today. It was really good. And actually, when I walked in, I was like, this would be a pretty good place for a meetup. So maybe we'll do it the Fuzzy Taco in Gilbert instead. That way I don't have to bother the A-team if it's only going to be onesie twosies, not for nothing. I mean, last time I had like a dozen people there, This time it's like I'm begging people to show up. I don't know what the hell happened. It's only been a year. I don't know what happened. But maybe I picked the wrong day of the week. Maybe at the time you guys don't want 11 o'clock. Maybe it's the venue. You don't want to drive to freaking Central Phoenix. I don't know what the problem is unless you tell me. But maybe I need to reschedule it for another day. I don't know. But at this point, right now, as it sits, yes, ZonieCon 2020 is still going to happen. The meetup of 2020 for this channel, Arizona Living. And, hey, whatever happens, happens. I don't know. If more people cancel, I might just cancel the whole damn thing. Be like, I'm sorry, A-Team. We're just going to cancel it. Whatever. But yeah, that's what I had to say about ZonieCon. Got you in that live action, Sam. I don't know what you mean by that, but okay. By the way, don't tell Cartoon Wife. I have a candle lit. Don't tell her. Shh. And I think I hear Rory in the other room over there. But today, Rory, she did great. She's in swim lessons, and she graduated to what they call dolphin. So now she's a dolphin. The next thing after that, she would be part of the swim team. She keeps saying she doesn't want to be part of the swim team, but I don't know. I don't know what's going to go on with that. So a couple other things to tell you about with the channel. I am thinking about making a 6th music video. That's right. Number 6. I know some of you are cringing. Sam, why? The last couple were pretty good, I gotta say. Like Old Town Road, Costco edition, I liked. I also liked that Louis Capaldi parody, Someone You Loved, where I was making light of people unsubscribing. I liked those two. I thought those two were pretty good. Now, yes, the Game of Thrones one was horrible. I give you that. The Game of Thrones was horrendous, and then I had the Ice Ice Baby one with Rory when she was teeny weeny. And then there's another one, the original song by Arizona Living. Yeah, that was kind of sketch too. But, I'm getting better. I'm getting a lot better at these things. I actually learned that the reason why you always see them with like an earpiece is because when you speak, you always speak at a different rate. And so it's very important for you, like if I recorded the tracks in front of my computer and later on I actually recorded live scenes, it's important for me to listen to myself so I could move I could say the words at the same pace. Otherwise, it looks like a Godzilla movie, which is what I found out painfully with that Arizona Living original music video. That was horrible. That was really, really bad. But the other ones, I've gotten better and better. It's been a progression, just like anything else on this channel. So yes, I definitely want to make a 6th music video. So that's on my to-do list. I'm working on that. Speaking of to-do list, I discovered an app called Trello. Not sponsored. I don't even know if I could make money off of like an affiliate link, but I decided, what's going on, Prizzle? So I started to use Trello, and I've heard other YouTubers rave about it, and it's amazing. If you're a taskmaster like I am, like I have a to-do list for my to-do list, this is unfreaking believable, this Trello. What I love about it is it's completely customizable, and yes, I'm using a free version, and I have all these boards for each one of my things. Like, for example, I have one for my personal to-do list, one for my marketing ideas, one for my future video ideas, shopping list. I got all these different boards, and within boards, I have all these little to-do lists. And so I'm loving this app. I'm in head over heels over the Trello app. So if you're a taskmaster, I highly recommend you check out that app. It's completely free unless you want to get bells and whistles with it, which I frankly don't have a need for bells and whistles at this point. A couple other things. I'm thinking about going to a nearby apartment complex that just opened to record a video. I would have done it this morning, but it was raining. I actually called out of work because a whole situation with doctors and whatever. So anyway, I ended up not doing it because Rory at 3:30 in the morning woke me up because her foot itched her because a week ago in gymnastics class, she stepped on a bee and the bee stung her. And so like almost a week later, her freaking foot is bothering her and she keeps scratching it and it's swelling up. Anyway, so, that's neither here nor there, But at any rate, I decided that I want to go and make a video at the apartment complex. Prizzle, did you move? Oh, what's up? Jay De Cuento. Jay De Cuento's a fellow YouTuber. He makes videos in San Diego about bicycles. Like going hiking and stuff with bicycles. Go check out his channel. Where's the merch plug? All right, I'll plug that merch. I'll do that right now. Thanks for the reminder. If you're looking for your Like a Phoenix t-shirt, go to teespring.com/ArizonaLiving or shop ArizonaLiving.com. Thanks for that reminder there, JD Cuento. No, I did not move recently, Prizzle. I'm in the same house. I don't know if it's been that long since you've seen this channel, but yeah, I redid the studio. It's a difference. This is Bootleg Studio 2.0. It's no longer Bootleg Studio. The original was just a freaking white screen. So I don't know if that's why you're asking if I moved. But I still live in Gilbert. I've lived in Gilbert for quite a while now, at least 4 years. So let's see, what else can I tell you? I told you about my apartment tour coming up. I told you about Trello, which I really love that app, just Trello.com. I told you about the music video that I'm really considering doing. I want to hire the guy that did the original outro music for older this channel back in the day. Okay, I started doing a lot of vegan recipe review videos, and I hired this guy to make me a custom outro song, which I loved. And so I want to hire him again to help me make a new song for this channel, again, for my next music video. So that's in the works, okay? And I've hired a different guy between then and now, and I wasn't as happy with his work. Sam, I'm seeing a new complex go up around me on Market. Yes, there's freaking complexes all over the place here in Gilbert. Everywhere. Unbelievable. I cannot believe how many freaking apartment complexes they're building in Gilbert. Really? It's all these millennials. You know, they don't want to commit to actually buying a piece of real estate for themselves, so they have to go and cater to them and build a freaking million apartment complexes. Now, in all fairness, there is the Polytech campus for ASU not far from here. So I assume a lot of people are going to be renting these apartments are going to be students that go to that campus there. And it's not like a huge campus like they have in Tempe. Let's see. And there was one more thing I want. Oh, no, I think I talked about the bee that Roy stepped on. I think that was everything I had to say, guys. And we've been streaming here for 17 minutes. And bring on the questions, guys. What questions do you have for me over here? Yeah, hashtag truth. That is right. Hashtag truth. It says here I got 11 people watching, guys. 11. So throw some questions at me there, guys. What you got for me? I'm gonna drink some water over here. I get these from Walmart, and they're pretty good. They're like 57 cents, but for some reason it feels like it's burning when I drink it. You know. Roy, is that you? Did I do the Janet and Gabby post? Do you mean where I promote them? You want to come in here? Nope. All right. That was my little daughter, Rory, reminding me that I need to plug the A-Team. If you're looking for real estate here in the Phoenix, Arizona area, these are who you need to contact. Janet and Gabby, the A-Team. They're the ones that are currently going to be hosting ZonieCon 2020 that no one apparently wants to attend. Was it something I said? You know, not for nothing. What the hell? I don't know what the hell happened. Did I offend too many people? Is that what happened here? You know, I don't know. I don't know what happened. And why does my screen look weird? Oh, shit. Oh, no. All right, I'm going to leave my screen alone. All right. Jay the Cuento. How are the stock shelves with Corona over there? Toilet paper? You know, it's funny you asked that there. It's funny you asked that, Jay the Cuento. So today, we went to Costco. No, I'm sorry. No. Before we left the house, I called Costco because when I went this past weekend, they did not have any toilet paper. However, they did have water because they started to ration it. There were signs everywhere, only 2 per customer. Okay? So they started rationing water, but when I went this weekend, Sunday, there was no toilet paper. So before we left the house today, I called Costco. And I was like, yo, you got toilet paper today? And they said the truck was supposed to come today, but it didn't. So I ended up going to Target. And I got a thing of toilet paper. They only had like 2 choices. And I got a thing of toilet paper. It's not a huge thing, but it should be enough before, it should be more than enough before Costco gets it back. I'm hoping by this Sunday, Costco comes back. Okay. What's up, Nancy? Hi, long time not see you. I've been here. Where you been? I've been right here. Argento 777. What up, big dog? Argento, I answered your question earlier about the Boricuas. You're here, but you crazy. Some of them are out of their minds. You want to get stabbed. Some of them Boricuas, they loca. So they're here. They're here. I was just saying, my brother married one. You gotta be careful, bro. Colin, I'm really worried about the Colorado River running dry. You don't have to worry about that. That's not for years and years and years and years and years. I'd be more concerned for people living in San Diego, Joel, that you guys are going to run out of water before we do. But I guess that doesn't really, I guess, yeah, Arizona's closer to the Colorado, yeah. So we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Nancy in Goodyear, happy to see you again. Happy to see you too, Nancy in Goodyear. I talk a lot about Goodyear here. What else did I have to say? And that was kind of weird that Rory wanted me to plug the A-team. I'm not quite sure why she asked me to plug the A-team. I don't know. But because I always do it in my videos. That's right. You don't want to say hello, Roar. No, I forgot to do. Oh wait, did I? No, I did that. Never mind. I was wondering if I did my video, the little intro with the ball kicking me. I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure. Argento, thanks, big man. You're very welcome there, Argento777. Be careful, my friend. So any other questions for me? We've been going live for 21 minutes. You know, my friend Nancy's on here. Jay DeQuento, got some peeps watching. Rick Allen, Naomi, Mustang, everybody's over here, including Arizona Business Insider. Any questions? I'm happy to keep talking, guys. That's all I had on the agenda here. I want to talk about Ahwatukee, the music video. You guys have any suggestions as to what I show in the music video in terms of backgrounds? Because, surprise, Snowbird here. Hiya, AZ, man. What's going on there, Jim? Hey, Michelle and Rob from Pennsylvania. What is going on? It's late over there, Michelle. What are you guys doing up? You know, I'm now on PST because Arizona doesn't actually change their time. 6 months out of the year, we observe PST. 6 months out of the year, we observe MST. Right now, we're in sync with PST. So we don't have to worry about ever changing our clocks in Arizona. That's one thing I really like about it. I'm doing well, Michelle. So let's see. It's almost gonna be 9:30 over here. You're 3 hours ahead? It's late over there. It's like almost midnight, right? It's like 11:30. Am I crazy or am I off? Is my math off? I don't know. Howdy, what's going on there, Terry? Eric Gamez, Goodyear or Peoria, and why? My personal opinion is Goodyear, and I talked a lot about this. Both cities are developed, okay? Both are developed. But I think Goodyear is closer to Phoenix proper. And, I just had more. I've been to Goodyear a lot more than I've been to Peoria. And I've been to both. But since I lived in Ahwatukee, I feel like I know Goodyear better. That's, so it's all my preference since that's where I was more comfortable with. I have nothing bad to say about Peoria, except, when you start going all the way up there by like Glendale, some of the areas get sketchy. But in my personal opinion, again, this whole channel is my opinion, I would choose Goodyear over Peoria. But, I'm not saying nothing bad about Peoria. It is built up. It's just, I prefer Goodyear because that's what I was more accustomed to. Chemtrails. Carol's asking contrails or chemtrails. I definitely go with chemtrails. What's going on there, Terry? JV, thanks for all the info. We made the move from Seattle to Phoenix. Good, you got away from all that corona. And we thought Seattle drivers are fast. That is right. Phoenix drivers here are loca. They drive crazy fast here in Phoenix. Michelle, had to take a dog to the vet. You are right. It's late here. Prizzle, I like Goodyear and certain parts of Peoria. What about Verado? Nancy, I have a whole video about Verado. Verado is very, very nice, very expensive, and technically it's in Buckeye. But you got Buckeye and then you got Verado. There's a big difference. People are going to argue, it's the same thing. No, it is not the same thing. Not at all. Night and day. Yeah, Verado, if you got some money and you want to live on the west side, that's where I suggest. If you got money, definitely look into Verado. It's fancy. I did a whole video with the A-team about it. Let's see here. Commie trails? No, I call it chemtrails. And I know where you're going with the whole commie thing. But this is not a political show, guys. Very funny. Any other questions for me? How about I have not been over there yet. Cadence at Gateway in Mesa. I've not been there. I want to go do the apartments. Lately, I've been doing a lot more of these face videos than anything else. Because, frankly, it's easier for me to do the face videos than to go out, get up, crack early on a Saturday, do my recordings, and then spend my weekend editing. It's just a lot faster and more convenient for me, and frankly, more lazy of me to just go here, do a live stream, end it, and it uploads, and I'm done. There's no editing involved, and it's more interactive, and I have fun here, and it's a community we're building, and that's that. I mean, look, we've been talking almost 30 minutes about nothing, you know? Michelle, have you heard much about the Mesa Airport having more commercial flights? I have not. They only have that one airline that I'm aware of, Alliance, whatever it's called. And as far as I know, that's that. They don't have any other airlines flying into there. It used to be an Air Force base that they converted into a commercial airstrip. Pati, what's your thoughts on Apache Junction? I've been there a couple times. It's desolate. There's not a whole lot going on in Apache Junction in the AJ. It's scarce. There's not much. I went there a couple times. It's mostly desert still, and they're slowly building it. It's gonna be a while before it's developed. That's why it's a lot cheaper there than in other places, because they are still developing. Again, I have nothing bad to say. It's just not as developed as other places. That's all. But yeah, I definitely have been out there. Let's see. My fave luxury development in Gilbert is White Wing by Toll Brothers. I don't know that one, White Wing. But, you know, I haven't been to all of them. I know when Cartoon Wife and I were looking for a house, we went all over a freaking place. And then we actually decided, the reason why we decided to build a house, frankly, is we were looking at the prices of houses for sale. And again, this is like 4 years ago. We were looking for prices for sale of houses. And we're like, you know, for like 20 grand more, we could get something custom made, built, ground up to our liking. So we thought it was better to pay the extra money so that, you know, and houses at the 10-year mark start to have problems. So that's why we keep talking about when we hit 10 years here, or when both dogs pass away, whichever comes first, that's when we'll sell this house and then we'll reconstruct somewhere else, because this is a 2-level. We want to get a single level, and we're going to get a pool and a bunch of other things that we didn't think about when having this house built. But, you know, we already dumped money into it. We got new flooring on the second floor. We got the backyard done, side yard done. And, you know, whoever buys this house, they're going to get some nice fancy upgrades. Like she got the freaking jacuzzi in the master bathroom. You know, we got some upgrades. But this is not our forever home. Eventually, we want to go and rebuild a single level home. And me, if I had my choice, I'd move, because she does not want to leave Arizona because her family's here. I guess, if I have to stay in Arizona, I would choose Prescott. But, you know, of course, if money were no object, I would be a snowbird, and I would live here and live in New Jersey. But let's see what questions I missed here. Okay. Mad, UJV, where did you move to in Phoenix? I live in Seattle. How to move? Okay. Okay. Michelle, how bad are ticks out there? We definitely get nature zone. I've never had an issue with ticks here. I had my dog got ticks in Jersey. I never had any issues with ticks here in Arizona, be it completely honest with you. And yes, I love Nature Zone. They come to my house every other month. 200 grand. All right. Whitening has a home model value 1.8 and a basement is an additional 200 grand. Yeah, basements aren't really a thing in Arizona. Very few and far between have I seen any basements in the valley. I'm not saying they don't exist. I'm saying they're far and few between, because the reason why I was told is because the ground is so hard, they just don't customarily make basements. That's what I was told. But they do exist, but it's not the norm. But yeah, that's 1.8 mil. That's pretty high stakes right there. That's a big investment. But any other questions for me? You know, we're going now. We just about to hit the 30-minute mark, guys. No other questions for me over here. And Prizzle wrote, I would think ticks are more up towards Flagstaff. Yeah, probably. But not so much in the valley. Any other questions from me? I'm going to give you guys a second, take a drink. It's good to see you there, Michelle and Rob. Michelle, is Rob with you? So not for nothing, guys. In all seriousness, if you live in Arizona and you can make it, RSVP for ZonyCon. Or else we're either A, going to cancel it entirely, or B, we're going to move the location so I don't need to bother the A team with them opening up their cafe when it's normally closed, all right? I'm not even kidding. You know, I'm a little embarrassed that so many people haven't RSVP'd. So if you're going to RSVP, now is the time. I got like 2 maybes and 1 yes at the moment. Okay, North or South Scottsdale living? I don't really know Scottsdale well enough to weigh in on that, to be honest with you. The valley is where? The Phoenix Valley? The Phoenix Valley is Phoenix proper in the center, and then you got the West Valley, which goes all the way out to, say, Ahwatukee. I'm sorry, not Ahwatukee. Avondale and Verrado and all that. And then you have the east side of the valley, which extends out to, say, Queen Creek and Chandler and Gilbert. How's Glendale? Glendale, it's kind of sketchy in areas. I did a video about Glendale. One of Cartoon Wife's favorite restaurants is there, Haas Murphy. Glendale's right by the stadium where the Cardinals play, and that's where my tattoo artist is, and he does good work. But Glendale's kind of sketchy, to be honest with you, parts of it. I'm not thrilled about Glendale. Michelle, sorry, we missed ZonyCon, not coming out till October. That's okay there, Michelle. Let me know when you guys are coming. What are your thoughts about living on the left to the 303 in Litchfield Park? Litchfield Park, some people really like Litchfield Park. The thing I like most about Litchfield Park is the freaking wildlife zoo. I've talked about the zoo before. You really get an up-close and personal experience with the wildlife. One lady got attacked by a panther, but it wasn't her fault. She went beyond where it was safe to go, and because she wanted to get a selfie, and she got a little bit more than a selfie, okay? The panther was being a panther. The panther attacked the lady. It was not the panther's fault. The freaking lady apologized to the zoo because of all the bad press. But anyway, Wildlife Zoo, I highly recommend it. It's my favorite zoo by far. I like Wildlife Zoo. The Phoenix Zoo, I don't like it one bit. I've been to Phoenix Zoo many times. I'm not a fan. Wildlife Zoo, thumbs up. Not sponsored. Okay. Yeah, Arizona itself is a valley. Yeah, I guess you could say that. But when I talk about valley in this channel, I'm referring to the Phoenix Valley, okay? That's, people get mad at me. I don't talk about Flagstaff and Sedona and all those other cities. I'm mostly talking about the Phoenix Valley. Okay, signing off, Michelle. Have a good night. See you later. Mad Nab, okay, that's a message for him. What places are you thrilled about to live in AZ? I'll answer your question in one sec. Jim, Texas. Litchfield Park is a hidden gem, in my opinion. Yeah, Litchfield Park, a lot of people really like Litchfield Park. Like I said, one of my sister-in-laws, she lived there for a little bit. It was all right. Okay. Well, yeah, it all depends on what you're looking for there in terms of what area I'm thrilled about. Personally, I like Gilbert. My favorite city in all of Arizona is Prescott, or as the natives call it, Prescott. I like it. It's 2 hours north of Phoenix proper. However, they don't have too many jobs. It has a small town feel, reminds me of Jersey. If I could, I would move there. But the problem is jobs. So that's my personal preference. It's been a long time since I've been. I need to go out there and make a video. Let's see here. Is AZ big on arts for children to grow? It depends on the school, of course. Yeah, there's definitely some schools here that are more towards the arts. A coworker told me about a high school her son went to that was all about being artistic, And, my daughter, she goes to public school, and she's very artsy, but they don't really, I think they have like an art session, Again, she's in first grade. But, yeah, it depends on the school. Every school is different. Let's see here. D. Terrence 1. What up, Sam? Love the Toque. Desert Vista 6A State Championships. I don't know nothing about state championships for high school. Isaiah, is there actually a very strong arts community? There is. Yeah, there are museums here. They have museums. I've seen them. I'm not really an artsy person, so I can't really weigh in on that. But I definitely have seen museums. And they have this thing called First Friday, which I think you go and you go look at artwork and whatnot in different restaurants. I don't know. I've never done the First Friday thing either. Let's see here, guys. We're now at 35 minutes. Any other questions for me, or else we're going to end this, guys. It's, what is it? It's Tuesday night. Aaron Griffin. I'll be moving to Chandler, Ahwatukee in the apartments called the LIV in August. Chandler, Ahwatukee? Chandler, Ahwatukee? I assume you mean like in the border between Chandler and Ahwatukee, because those are two different cities. I don't know what you're talking about. All right, well, LIV in August. Congratulations. Welcome to the Valley. Let's see here. Grand Ave by DT Phoenix is the Arts District. Yeah, I heard something about an Arts District. I know in Scottsdale, they got like an arts area. Queen Creek or Buckeye? That's a loaded question. I'll give her back to you 1 second. Lauren Stewart, what areas would you suggest for young professionals to live, work? It depends. I mean, it depends if you're kind of introverted, if you like to socialize. Tempe is kind of a trendy city. I would go with Tempe, perhaps. Ahwatukee is what I would really tell you, though. If you're a young professional, you don't have kids, I would say consider the Ahwatukee or Tempe. But Tempe is more of a college town. If you're into that, yeah, I would look at those two cities to answer your question. Mad Nab, I just visited my parents in Phoenix. Women everywhere. I hit on 3 girls at a light on a geeky Vespa and got 1 number. Good for you, Mad. Good for you. Yeah, the guys here, I never really see them talking to women. They're too busy looking at their screens. So good for you. You actually went out there and you swung and you got a single. Good for you. Isaiah, best 3 places to live for jobs in AZ. Is it true it doesn't change there? Yeah, the big 3 cities that have jobs, and I haven't forgotten your question about Queen Creek or Buckeye there. Big 3 cities for jobs, Scottsdale, okay? I would say Phoenix proper, and what's the hell's the third one? Damn it. It's been a while since I looked for a job, and I think Tempe. I think Tempe is the third one in terms of jobs. So Phoenix proper, Tempe, and Scottsdale, I think, are the big 3. Yes, there's some jobs in Chandler, like you have the big Intel campus, but not everybody's going to work at Intel. I think those are the big 3 cities for jobs. I could be wrong. There we go. Scottsdale, Tempe, Phoenix, and Gilbert. There you go. I wasn't aware of Gilbert. I've heard about Gilbert having jobs, but back when I was looking for a job many years ago, I didn't see too many jobs in Gilbert that were IT related. But that could have changed. But yeah, at least you confirmed with me. Scottsdale, Tempe, Phoenix. Don't sleep on Gilbert. I live in Gilbert. But honestly, when I was looking for a job years ago, I did not see too much in Gilbert. I'm just calling a spade a spade. Maybe that's changed now. Maybe it was just my profession that they didn't have too many jobs. At the time I was doing IT, I just didn't see too many in Gilbert at the time. That's all. Phoenix proper, where's that? When I say Phoenix proper, I mean the actual city of Phoenix, okay? That's what I'm referring to with Phoenix proper. Nothing is actually called proper. That's just a term I've heard, kind of like if you're in New York City. New York City proper to me is Manhattan, even though technically you could say it's comprised of 5 boroughs, Okay, forgot to mention Chandler for jobs. Again, when I was looking for a job, I didn't really see jobs in Chandler. Yes, they have Intel, but I didn't see any IT-related jobs at the time, even though everyone was telling me that Chandler had a ton of jobs. My personal experience on Monster.com and Indeed at the time, and again, this is like several years ago. Maybe it's changed since then. I didn't see that many jobs. Going back to the question, Queen Creek or Buckeye? I would say Queen Creek. However, Delicious one company though. There's many companies. I would say Queen Creek because it's on the east side, and as everyone knows that watches this channel, I'm way more a fan of the east side than the west side, and I've lived in both. Okay, the west side is not as developed as the east side. All right, so I would choose Queen Creek. However, Queen Creek, even though it's not as developed, it's expensive. I can't believe how much houses I've seen for in Queen Creek. Queen Creek has gotten expensive. So if you're looking to save money, I would say Buckeye. However, Buckeye is not the best of areas, okay? It's kind of ghetto in some areas. And I can say that because I lived in the next town over, Avondale. So Buckeye, even though it has Verado in it, it's kind of ghetto in certain areas. So if you're looking to just relocate on the cheap and you don't have kids, go for it. Go to Buckeye. But if you're looking for, more land and a place that's actually developing and you want to live in a better area, consider Queen Creek. But again, it's going to be more expensive than Buckeye. Let's see here. Transportation jobs make big money, decent wages, benefits. I'll be doing my research. Thank you very much, Isaiah. I don't know about transportation jobs. I'm not a recruiter. Yeah, PayPal's in Chandler. I got a friend of mine who works at PayPal. I haven't reached out to her in ages. She was from Jersey too, and she's one of the few that actually stayed in Arizona. But yeah, she works at PayPal. Thoughts on Levine? I can't really comment on Levine because I haven't been there, but from what I heard, it's not the best neighborhood. It's really not. It's sketch from what I've heard. But again, I have not personally been there. So I'm very upfront and honest with you guys. If I haven't been there, I'm going to tell you. I have not been there. I can just relay to you what I've heard. So I'd have to go check it out to give you a fair, my comments on it. Frizzle, Levine is going to take off because of new freeway. Here's the thing with Levine. The A-team was telling me about this. They think Levine is going to be the next hot city. And I don't mean hot temperature. I mean like real estate is going to explode in Levine, okay? Because it's only supposedly like 15, 20 minutes away from Phoenix proper. And it's very much developing very, very quickly. Like they were telling me that they just built the Dutch Brothers there. And it's building quick. So that could potentially be the next hot city as per the A-team. See, I'm relaying to you guys what I know, okay? Shout out from Golden Valley. I don't know where Golden Valley is, but hello. Buckeye has farms around it, so it smells like cows. A lot of places here have cow manure smells, not just Buckeye, in all fairness, Then when I lived in Avondale, sometimes I'd leave the house and it felt like I got punched in the face by cow manure. It was just brutal. And there's certain areas here, even in Gilbert, that if the wind hits you right, you smell the cow manure. But you can't really get away from that too much. Come to Golden Valley. I'm going to have to do research. I don't know where the hell Golden Valley is, to be honest with you. Let's see here. Did I answer everyone's questions? It's in Gilbert. I didn't even know that. Golden Valley's in Gilbert. Okay. Thank you. Property taxes in AZ are getting out of control. I have not seen that yet. I'm a little scared now. I know when I first got this house over here, property taxes were low. That was one of the things I liked about Arizona. So I'm a little concerned now about property taxes. I'm going to have to start looking into that a little bit. But yeah, Arizona's changed throughout the years. People used to come here that had bad allergies. Now that's not the case no more. If you have asthma, do not move to the valley. People used to come here because houses were like $100,000. That is no longer the case. If you're looking for the cheapest place in America to live, Arizona is not it. At least not the Phoenix Valley. So, things have changed considerably. And then all the Californians that they realize that things are too expensive for them over there and they could live a better life over here. $300,000 for them is a joke. So they're all relocating here like crazy and buying up all the houses. It's gotten out of hand with the real estate prices because all the Californians are buying everything up. So that's why our real estate skyrocketed. Let's see here. Tolleson smells like the land of the Doug. Yeah, Tolleson is right by Avondale. Right there. Let's see here. Rents are getting ridiculous in Gilbert. Rents are getting ridiculous everywhere here. Again, because of the Californians. They're coming here like crazy because they finally realized living where they're living in LA and whatnot, it's not worth it. They're paying out the nose, and what are they getting? They're getting a freaking studio for what they could pay to actually be a homeowner here in the valley. So yeah, they're like, screw this, and they're all relocating here, and a lot of people are able to work from home, So yeah, I get it. I get what the situation here is. Let's see here. I bought a nice home here for $55K. Well, where? and beautiful valley. When? How many years ago? 55K? You serious? I could not ask for more location. What everything? 3 acres. Where exactly? Where exactly, Finian Peterson, did you buy a nice house for $55,000? Everyone wants to know because $55,000 is like nothing now. I think people's cars cost that much. Oh, can't forget the gas tax increased to 36 cents per gallon here. Okay. All right, guys. So you guys got anything else for me? You guys are like talking amongst yourselves over here. Laughlin, Nevada is fun. Yeah, I got a coworker moving over there, Laughlin, Nevada. Try New York City. Life like this one. Yeah, New York City's expensive, but not as expensive as, say, San Francisco. Golden Valley. All right, guys. So we're at the 45-minute mark. It's freaking 9:45 my time, PST. And Kingman. Ew. Cartoon wife grew up in Lake Havasu, and she doesn't have anything kind to say about people from Kingman. I guess there was like a high school rivalry, and she basically says people in Kingman, they all married their first cousins. But, you know, that's Cartoon Wife. Don't yell at me. I heard that from Cartoon Wife, all right? Don't yell at me. I don't know nothing about Kingman, except that they have a prison there. Like this one. Taxes on a 2-family in Staten Island is $9,000. Yeah, I believe it. You know, that's actually not that bad over there in Staten, Italy. $9,000. Try Long Island. Holy crap. Long Island is like double that. Bullhead. All right, what time of the year does it start getting really hot in Phoenix? I would say towards the end of next month, the heat's going to start to hit us. And then come June, July, August, it's brutal, triple digit. But yeah, there's 4 months here that it's really freaking hot. And then the remaining time of the year, it's beautiful. Yeah, you know, that's the reason why a lot of snowbirds live here. When it's snowing where they live, they come here. So ideally, if I could afford it, that's what I would do. London Bridge is fun. Yeah, I've been to Lake Havasu many times. I have a video about Lake Havasu. Okay. You started seeing hundreds as early as March. That is true. All right. But I'm not going with my cousin, thanks. What's that song? That song that another Arizonian has, Old Town Road. His version of it says, I forgot what it's called. Oh, it's, forget it. I'll have to come back with that. All right. You're very welcome there, Isaiah J. Susan Jones, what's the temperature now? I'll tell you right now, and again, we're approaching the 10 o'clock hour in Phoenix. It's 62 degrees. Today's high was 74. And it's only 62 because it was showers. But the high today was 74. Yes, it's an awful idea to move here in June. Awful. Don't do it. Horrible. All right, guys. I'm going to end it there. That concludes another edition of Arizona Living. Be sure to like, subscribe, let me know below what questions can I answer for you regarding living or moving to Arizona. Till next time.